All right, then. I'm going to move on from AEW. That's AEW talk for the day. Before we get to the classic stuff, we're going to spend 5 minutes on Smackdown. So I'm only giving 5 minutes to Smackdown because, like AEW, I'm down on it because it's fucking 3 hours long. But
I heard they're going back to. But I heard they're going back to 2. Somebody said. I don't know when.
What?
Oh yes.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
I just sucks.
I just don't know. I just don't know when. I can't give you the date. That's what I heard. But
it fucking sucks. All right. So let me go over some of the main topics that I saw on this show. Again, our complete review is in the description below. I'll post a link there if you guys want a thumbs up, thumbs down for every storyline. But for the purposes of this show, this is what I took away from it. So Cody and KO, Nick Aldis wants them to sign some special contract. And they were both like, I won't sign it until he signs it. And I won't sign it until he signs. So apparently HBK is supposed to come next week and moderate a contract signing. This also had to do with Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio fought KO on this night, and Rey Mysterio also declared for the Royal Rumble. So Solo was a topic of ours last week. We thought he was going to come and explain, his future after losing the Bloodline, and he did show up, but he didn't talk. So he just kind of walked off, which led to a good confrontation between Jacob Fatu and Braun Strowman. Because Jacob Fatu was there, he grabbed the mic and cut a promo and said no one could step up to him. Yeah. No one even comes close to him. And then LA Knight showed up, and then Braun Strowman saved him. What else? Tiffany Stratton, her first big WWE title defense against Bayley. Roxanne Perez was there, who we talked about on our NXT review. But she didn't really factor into the finish. Tiffany just kind of won the match, from what I gather. And then Charlotte Flair, there was a video package teasing her imminent return, I guess. Maybe she'll be back for WrestleMania. All right. Who did I start with last time? I guess I'll go to Vlad.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Vlad, you go first. Try to leave a couple minutes for Robert on this after.
I definitely will. I will. This was a terrible show, by the way. All the way across, this was so boring. I mean, there's only a couple of things that happened here that was worth its salt, and that was the Jacob Fatu stuff, Solo's return, but then didn't say anything. Kevin Owens in the beginning, but this is something. All that stuff that happened was probably like what 25 minutes of the show, 30 minutes. Well,
yeah, that's why the fact that it's 3 hours is kind of bad, dude. Because it's like a lot of it's not that good. There might be some good stuff in there, but it's too much. Too much fluff. Bad. Too much fluff. Too much fluff. This is a very heavy fluff show. Even for me, I know I said I usually skip that stuff too, but as I was going through it, I was like, Jesus, there's really not much to like here. But anyways, we'll talk about Solo, baby. Talk about Solo. So Solo came back and he grabbed the mic and then he dropped it and he couldn't even talk. For some reason, Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga are still loyal to this guy. But what did you think of all?
Are they really?
I think they were, but once he dropped it, they were kind of looking at it themselves, like him sideways, and even looking at each other, like, "Are we going to stick with this guy?" I say they might not, but we'll see. Jacob Fatu is just amazing. I mean, I love everything about this guy. He's easily one of my favorites. I like that, that they're bringing LA Knight involved. Strowman, I've not been a huge fan. Obviously, he had that thing with Bronson Reed that we all enjoyed. I think Jacob Fatu could get a great match out of him.
Yeah, they're going to fight at Saturday night's main event. All right, last thing before I move on to Robert, this contract signing between Cody and KO. So what did you think of all this? Is anything from the Cody and KO stuff that you want to talk about? I hate when they do this contract. They've already. This match is going to happen. What are they even talking about? Why wouldn't Cody sign the contract? Cody should sign. He's a babyface. It doesn't matter if KO signs it. He needs to sign it. I don't know.
Oh, I didn't understand. Maybe I didn't understand what. What's his name? The GM.
Aldis.
I don't remember. I didn't understand what Aldis was saying. Like what addendum they were adding to the contract.
They don't want someone running off with a belt like KO did with the Winged Eagle belt. So.
I didn't hear them explain that, but okay.
Okay, but that seems like such a silly thing. But anyways, all right, whatever. So I thought that was kind of.
I got to move on to Robert. Robert, anything from SmackDown that you want to talk about?
Yes. So after Solo dropped the mic and walked away, The look on Jacob Fatu's face, that seemed to indicate to me that bloodline is over now. I don't think they're gonna support him anymore, or at least that's the impression it left me. Like that's over now. I think so. Solo is for real. Solo going forward.
Okay.
Probably.
Jacob Fatu on the mic. Wow. All right. I think
Fantastic.
he's better than everybody else on the bloodline on the microphone. Who knew? Man, what a talent. I'm looking forward to his inevitable push. Okay, the whole Cody and KO not signing the contract thing, I thought that was really silly. I don't know, man. I don't know what else to say about that. Like,
That's okay.
to me, it was just silly.
What about Tiffany and Bailey? Tiffany getting a clean win off of Bailey.
Oh, we're right. Okay. You know, this is interesting because technically, I think Tiffany's still a heel, but if you listen to the crowd, you wouldn't know it. I mean, it sounded like they were cheering for her. So
Yeah, they were.
So I feel like, I don't know, if this keeps up, they're gonna have to turn her. She can't stay a heel with that type of fan reaction. So we'll see. But it was cool. It was a cool way to end the show.
Well, speaking of Tiffany and turning face, maybe a good opponent for her would be Charlotte Flair.
I was just about to say. Woo!
Yeah, so Charlotte, I don't know, her video package of her hanging out all kinds of rich places and hanging out on a boat and stuff. She's basically the female Ric Flair, I guess, but she's got money, unlike
Styling and profiling.
Styling and profiling.
I'm glad she's coming back. She's one of my favorites, for sure.